Hey everyone. I made this video earlier actually that was basically going to be like this video, but I don't know, it was more like, I don't know, it wasn't as well thought out because I was just kind of in the moment. So I just like kind of rambles, which happens, but I wanted to make one that was a little more like on point. So anyway, um, right now, like at this particular moment, I'm definitely at a place where like a bunch of things are really, really awesome in my life, but my friendships and relationships are not awesome and largely non existent. Um, and I want to change this, and I realized that a couple months ago I cut this asshole out of my life who I was, emotionally, I think, in a relationship with, but we weren't actually together. Um, But it was like 2 years, and we did have sex and everything. It was just like really intense, and I realized I had to walk away from it, and it wasn't a healthy situation to be in. So ever since then, I've really started to work on healthy relationships and like cultivating those and um, doing that. And that's been like for maybe like 2-ish months, maybe a little longer than that, probably about 2.5 months. And, it's been going crappy. Like, I won't lie. It's been not great. And it seems like everybody that I talk to, like, we get to kind of this place where, like, we're headed on the track for a relationship or we're dating or whatever. But then something goes, like, catastrophically horribly wrong and then screws it up. And then, that happens, and that's the thing. Like, that definitely happens to everybody. And I don't think you can take something like that too seriously or, you're not going to be heartbroken over something like that because, you weren't really, like, serious with the other person. But at the same time, when you have, like, a lot of those happen in a row, that gets kind of hard to deal with. Like, it starts to hurt. Like, because each one of those situations might be like, just a little like tiny scar. But then when you have like 6 or 7 of those in a short time period, that starts to kind of wear on you a little bit. And, it just kind of gets to a point where you feel like you must be doing something wrong, even though in most, if not all of these situations, you feel like, which I do, that I wasn't really the one in the more wrong place. Um, but at the same time, like, I was the common denominator of all these situations, right? So then part of me is like, there must be something that I'm doing wrong here, for these not to be working, or else I just can't pick anyone else but assholes, and why is that? So I've been just kind of, today especially, just trying to, like, reflect on this and figure it out, and I've been just feeling very, like, I just can't, like, focus on anything right now. And, today it was I kind of hit rock bottom in this sense, not with my whole life. Like, I'm fine in my other areas of my life, just this one area. Um, because I felt like I wanted more casual things after this one particular experience happened like a week and a half ago. So, I've been pursuing, two people like for more casual stuff, and one of them, I was actually supposed to meet up with him on Sunday, and at least I thought we were going to enter into like a casual sex type relationship. But then he ended up like flaking on me, and I kind of got a little bit pissed off. Um, and then I wanted to like reschedule it, and I wanted to reschedule it soon too because next week I'm going to be going home for Thanksgiving, and he lives a lot farther away when we're both at home. Um, and after that, it's literally like a week and a half, and then the semester's over. So, I don't think we'd be getting together during finals week because it's going to be too crazy and busy. So, I just figured, like, if we don't do it this week, we're probably not going to be able to have a chance to do it until, like, the end of January. Like, so I kind of wanted to, like, make sure this was going to happen. And, I wanted to, like, have sex with somebody. Like, it sucks to have all these, like, you know, terrible experiences, like, one after the other. You kind of want to just, like, have fun sometimes and not worry about all of that stuff. But he was like, I don't know, just made some excuse about like, I'm too clingy, and like, he doesn't believe that I don't want a relationship. Like, I don't. It's funny, I told him, no, actually, I just want casual sex. Like, before he even said that. And so I'm just like, it was just, ugh. And, he basically was like, not gonna happen, at least for a while. And I'm not gonna, like, wait around for months for that. I can hopefully find it somewhere else. Okay, and then this other guy, he and I have been talking for a little more than a week, just on Skype occasionally. Like, well, I am. Like, we maybe had like 3 conversations, like really not anything serious, and they were all very like casual, in nature. And so I was like, do you want to maybe like have some kind of like phone conversation or something at some point? And he was like, yeah, like, sure, I'd like that. And so we had it scheduled for today. And so I actually went home because I was studying at a coffee shop, and I went home so that, we could talk. And then I get this text message from him, like saying that he's uncomfortable with the idea if he's being perfectly honest and whatever. And it's just like, that was like my breaking point at that moment, because that other guy, the casual sex guy, that happened last night. So this was kind of my breaking point, like, because I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and that's the thing, it really wasn't him, it wasn't that particular situation. I mean, it was, but it was more like the straw that breaks the camel's back type of thing. So, I was just like, you know what, like, I'm not gonna make this a big deal. So I just texted him back and was like, okay, I understand, that type of thing. And honestly, I don't really think I'll talk to him again. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think anything's gonna come of it. So, like, why am I gonna waste my time, Um, so it was just like it was like, again, it's like, wow, I can't make anything work, right? Because everyone that I try to date or even fucking talk to has some like kind of goddamn excuse as to why they can't do it, and like, or other people that are just, super dramatic assholes, or like, I just, oh my god, like, I just don't even know what to say at this point. I don't. Like, I am just kind of at the end of my rope right now, where I'm just very much, like, done. Like, I'm checked out emotionally from, like, people at this particular moment. I don't know if I want any kind of relationship in the moment. I don't know if I even want casual sex at this point anymore. Like, I just kind of want to be done for a little while. I feel like I need to be. And that's the thing. I say I want to be, which is true in the reality sense, but then, I guess, like, the optimist or hopeless romantic in me is always like, well, if you don't keep trying, you're never going to find that person. Or, like, you will, it will happen for you. But then part of me is like, is it really going to? You know what I mean? It's just like, especially with just all of these stupid fucks. I've just been like I've just been put in the ringer for the last 2.5 months, which is the truth. Like, I really have been put in the ringer, and part of me wants to do a video on every single one of these people and just like goodbye, like, get it away from my brain, which actually that might be the next video. So, if you guys have any relationship advice, I would love to hear it, like, seriously. And yeah, I will see you guys later.